You can't park there. Welcome back. I'd like to start this episode by addressing something we didn't talk about last week, and that is the Taurus. And that's it. That's my update for you. It's still working. We get a report done soon about how the engines have been running for the last month, and then we will actually know if the modifications that were made are working. Once that's done, we know where we're at. And then another comment from last week's episode was, why don't we have lots and lots of walkie-talkies in the yard? So if I find Lee, I'm going to show you why we don't have walkie-talkies in the yard. Hello? Hello?
Hello, Harry. We've had walkie-talkies forever, haven't we?
I think so.
But they either get lost, broken, or run out of battery.
Or they get run over by a forklift.
So we've tried for years and years, and they've never ever worked.
Not really.
So we found these two in the stores. We've got them out for this video.
Over and out.
Bosh. They actually haven't. We have had walkie-talkies before, but they just don't ever seem to like.
They don't like using them because they get caught where they are.
Yeah, they just don't. They've never worked.
Well, that's when you shout down and they break.
Hey! No, Taurus update. It's running and it's working and it's going through the scrap like a hot knife goes through butter. So can't complain at the minute. The machine itself is doing all right. It's just steady out there though. We need some more scrapping. Put the light on up to 160. £160 a tonne.
Can you see how I've slimmed down, Will? Yes?
Richard used to get bullied on the channel, and obviously because he's not here, you've took over, and I think you're now getting bullied. Looking quite big, Lee. Been going to the gym.
Been going to the gym, jabbing What about that, eh?
And then another comment about last week was it to do with the non-ferrous buying? The week before. So we said, have you set the GoPro up now, Will? No. So we're going to go and try and film a day in the life of the scales. What comes in, what they have to buy, how they sort it, how they grade things.
Can I weigh in?
Yeah?
Right? Because I'm going to try and rob you, if that makes sense. You won't know while I'm fetching.
Well, no, because you're going to have to now go and find something to...
Yeah, but I can do that. It's not a problem. I know all the tricks. So,
I think the best thing to
do you reckon you'll catch it?
Yeah, every time.
Yeah, no, you won't. I'll bet you don't. How much do you want to bet?
Yeah, but you've got like inside. You'll have like inside knowledge.
Do you want to bet me or not?
Well, no. 'Cause...
Do you want to bet, Harry?
So, at Tre Metals, we pride ourselves on our non-ferrous buying capabilities.
I'll tell you what's been playing on my mind.
What?
Easy going, Dave.
Where's that
I just
comment?
want to say
Where's
easy going, Dave. But I think we've got off on the wrong foot, and we will get better as time goes on.
What did he say about you?
He said I'm not funny.
Oh yeah.
I'm not trying to be funny. This is just me, as you know.
Yeah.
So me and Dave need to go for a pint. Easy going,
If I
Dave.
get Dave to come up here,
If we can get Dave, easy Dave to come up, we'll go for a pint.
What happens if he's a Villa supporter?
A Villa supporter, then
Would you fall out again?
we'd fall out, yeah.
At Tre Metals, we have two. Well, we actually have 3 sets of scales, but we don't use them all.
No, we took one out.
Moved it into there. Anyway,
We
have
out.
2 sets of non-ferrous scales, and Tre Metals on Aston Church Road, right? You have to appreciate the non-ferrous shed was literally as big as our offices that we have now. And in that, we did everything. We stored batteries, props, skips, spare bins, and then we've moved into the new site. Bearing in mind it was 3 years ago, and we thought, oh, we'll never ever fill this space. We've got separate sheds for sorting, all this space. It's fantastic. And when we are busy, which you guys have seen time and time again, it's just, we need to grow again, don't we?
We need this size again.
Ideally. So we've got 2 sets of scales, all ran by the increased Fred software, which I think we've said this before, but it goes straight to the computer in the office on the weighbridge, and that's when I pay everyone. Everything that comes through over the non-ferrous scales, it's photographed, and we have hundreds of different sections on Fred that we can connect to. I mean, tap to grade your material. So anything from iron alley all the way down to dry bright, fridge pots, brass, everything. It's all listed, and I pre-put the prices inside. So when that information comes through to me in the office, your ticket's already worked out and it's just a case of me just double checking everything's correct and then giving the customer the receipt. Quite simple, really, isn't it?
So if you have any problems, Harry is the problem, isn't it?
I'm never the problem. I'm the
Because you are the last. You are the last call of.
Well, that's why Richard used to call me the glorified receptionist, because I was at the reception just doing all of the front, doing the front of house work, and then obviously doing the payment side of it for customers. So if there's ever any aggravation,
Glorified
the first person they come to is me, and then obviously I want to do some investigating, send them back to the shed, get the lads in, sort any issues out. But fingers crossed, we don't get many. We've been here a long time, we know what we're doing.
Our customers are pretty good, really, when you look at it.
Well, because they get the option to strip all their tap before they actually come into the non-ferrous shed, they get to segregate it themselves in the back of their van. So when they do come in here, 9 times out of 10, it's all like done in buckets, and then it's quite quick then, isn't it? But occasionally you get those customers that just are a bit dopey. They strip all the stuff outside, throw all the non-ferrous back on in a disorganised order, then come in here, and then it's a bit like, oh God, they've got to wait for them to sift through it. And when we're busy, we don't turnover.
We tell them to go back out.
Have you?
Yeah.
And there's nothing winds a bit more when I'm in the office and I look out and people are stripping in the shed because they're too lazy to do it outside. Then they're just holding everything up. So this has to run like a well-oiled engine, spinning all day long. Turnover, yeah. Every single thing that we buy in immediately gets put into a different bin. The lads have laid them out for easy access. They can chuck the stuff in there. Once the bins are full, Paddy will come in on the forklift.
Your nose wiping has rubbed off on me.
Honestly, mate, it's a problem.
I've got a crease.
Have you?
Yeah, like you know.
What do you mean, like me? No, I don't.
When you do that, you got a big, massive crease, don't you? Is he?
Well, it's like everyone else. It's like everyone in the world, isn't it?
No, not really. Not like yours.
I had 2 nose wipes on last episode as well, because that Mr. Nose Wipe account still comments. Weird.
Is he still on there?
Yeah. Oh, this is right. So I'm stood at my missus did the York Marathon yesterday. I'm stood at the side of the rain, shivering, waiting for it to come past. And some geezer runs past, looks at me and goes, "All right, Harry, how are you?"
Never.
Yeah, mad. That's why all of the bins are staggered at this angle. Ease of access for the forklift, bosh straight in, back out, into the segregation area. That's when it gets processed even further. Paddy gets in the morning, forklift, empties the bins, ready for the day. So we don't have too much issues when it comes to getting the stuff out the shed. It's all it's like a well-greased machine, that's what we are.
This is what I would need if I'd done a marathon.
That's what Richard's got now, isn't it? 6 days round him, with all his tubes in. This is how Richard walks around now, just tied up.
Now we're going to get all the haters going. That's not stainless. That's got plastic on. Are you serious? It's in a hospital, Harry.
I'm just checking, you know what I mean?
So you're still in the hospital, bloody hell.
So there we have it. That is basically the non-ferrous shed, and it is very quiet. We're trying to film it, and it's a bit like, oh, bad day to do it. But then Will can't do any other day this week, can you?
Why is that, Will?
Filming somewhere else.
Oh yeah?
Where are you going?
I thought you were on holiday.
FC Barcelona.
Oh, so you're
FC
going
Barcelona.
Yeah,
Oh.
filming.
For DeWalt again? Yeah. Oh, right.
Oh, so we're here, and you're to Barcelona. That ain't work,
It's not really work.
Well, you know what? 5-star hotel.
Doing a bit of this.
Must be hard. Eh? What a life.
Ooh. Yes.
That is
What the is that?
That's the bush.
Really?
Yeah.
So hang on a minute. So that goes in the blade.
That goes in the blade and then the bolt goes.
And
The
the-
ball bolt goes through there.
£9 each
They are.
for a bush. So these go in the machine. 12 of them. So these go in the blade, and then that fixes it to the shear head, and then the bolt goes through that, which allows it, which stops any play of movement because the bolt pins it to the machine so it can't go forward and backwards, but that stops it going up and down, left and right. Hacks it out. So the old one, the fork we had was just shims, didn't have any of this because the holes in the blades were exactly the same, not these. This is why the blade change is so important on the shear, on any shear, because it stops loads and loads of wear and tear to the head. I think you should come in on the Sunday when you learn how to do it. But we've had to buy them originally so we can get the copy of them basically. But they won't last forever, you see, so that, like even them will probably get scored, yes, right. I think I'm gonna go back in, and when this gets busy, I'll come back out. Hopefully when them vans are over there finished. So, that's it.
Is that it, yeah?
Yeah. Look at that brand new container we just bought. Oh, lovely for a job that we've got. Send that to site.
Is that going to a school tomorrow?
Yeah. That's going out. My car's been cleaned. Gosh, lovely.
Where are we going now?
We're going, Will, to a machining factory to drop off that.
Is it by any chance Dave at New Gears?
By any chance, it could be David Nugent.
Is
Yeah.
he easy going?
He is easygoing.
Is he easy going Dave?
Oh! It's not easygoing, Dave, but he is easygoing.
Ah.
Oh, that's a nice place to break down, isn't it? In the middle of the f***ing road. Oh my God, it's like Dumb and Dumber, Mark Moore and Darius Yanku. Mark! Mark! You can't park there. Binny! Mark, you can't park there, mate.
Just jump started.
Any good? Go on, Darius. Darius! Go on! Tell him to move his van. Chef Hadge, 5 minutes, 5 minutes. Boca, Laura, hello.
What great customer service.
Just, you know, we're only popping out. You just got to say hello to everyone, haven't you?
Yeah. What are we going to do for the Christmas special?
I want to try and get a special guest in. There is somebody that everybody misses.
Ooh.
Also, there is going to be a Yard Lads Christmas night out, so I was wondering if we were going to film it. Would you guys like to see the Yard Lads Christmas night out? I was thinking of going go-karting or something.
Perfect.
Basking in all of our glory. What have we got? Non-ferrous. What's his name? Matt Rowe, I'll say Matt Rowe's favourite thing. So, follow me and I'll show you what happens. Me.
I'm not sure I can show that.
Right, so, as you can see, bash! Oh, very good, very good. Should be on the alley.
Huh?
Should be on the alley. Have we had anything nice in over the scales?
No, look, it's not been on it. You turned it.
Has it turned it off?
No, it's off.
But it has loads of plastic on.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, man.
It's back up.
Very good, very nice. It's not really oily either. Paddy, this is your fault. Bash. That's it, done. That now has all gone through to the office. Bash. Ready for the tickets, we printed off. Paid, gone home. You right, Dazza?
Hello, Hazza. Someone's message, how much is plain aluminium straw for ton?
If it's clean, you could pay delivered in 800.
Okay, lovely.
Sam.
Is that piece of metal on the wall new?
Where?
Why is there a piece of
Yeah,
metal?
Joe, what happened to who put that wall up there? All that steel, what happened there?
I pushed brass. I was straightening the brass out.
Does my dad know about it? Oh, why, yeah.
What's happened?
That's just, that needs taken down, that does, before it falls down, man. Well, I'd like it, I want to open it up and put the thing in here, but...
It's amazing it's still staying up.
Yeah,
You might even call it a wonder wall.
What? This is a lovely metal staircase. Right, so, back to the scales, come on.
Yep.
Meg! Are you welding that together? Are you welding that together? You are?
What did you just call him?
It's just
Meg.
sticks in the corners and hold it down. It's not going anywhere. Did you understand a word of that?
No. Say that again, mate. Have you already welded it?
Yeah, it's stitched in the corners, mate. Bolted. Couldn't weld it down.
Oh, I didn't know you'd done it. I just thought, I thought these came in this morning, that's all.
No. Friday.
That should last now, shouldn't it?
That'll last forever, mate. Put it this way, I'll be long buried in the ground by the time that wears out.
On your gravestone, Mick, Mike, Mark.
Yeah.
He just
Extra long headstone. to
He
fit all
just
the
did it
nails in.
again. You missed it. He did it again. He just did it again.
Mick, Mike, Mark.
No, he called you Mick.
Oh, yeah.
I did, mate, I did, I apologise.
You'll never learn that.
I do my very best. Then, well, quick. Message from inside the office.
What?
Check the old roll. Sometimes, on the small scales, if a van has got a really large quantity of like old roll, for example, or iron alley, or a material that is quite big, you know what I mean? We'll let them throw straight into the bay, but that means that somebody has to watch what they're throwing off, because £1,000 a tonne is 10 times, well, 8 times more than not steel. Throw off a bit of steel with your old roll, you get £1 a kilo for light iron. Think on, you know what I mean? They're all trying. So we're gonna watch them. Make sure that it is only old roll coming off.
What is old roll?
Good question. I don't know, it's just alley. Old roll is alley that has like
It's been old and rolled.
it's just got more, it's just you allow a little bit of contamination. For example, like this window frame, for example, has the rubber and a bit of glass and the inserts and stuff like that. If that was immaculately clean and obviously stripped down and just had the frames, it would go in painted HE9 or clean, like painted section, and it's worth a lot more. But that will go through a frag. So,
Someone asked about a frag.
what? Harry, love your channel, been watching since day one. Any chance we could see a frag machine? Also, do you buy frag feed? So, 999_UK, are you a copper? The frag feed is just another word for light iron, really, to be honest with you. It's just stuff to feed the frag, i.e. light iron, that gets fragged up, churned up, and then with all the different separators on it, magnets, eddy currents, blah, 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 it will then deviate all of the non-ferrous, ferrous, waste, and all that sort of stuff. So at the end of it, you'll have like a pile of waste, a pile of zorba, which is all of your mixed non-ferrous, a pile of like basically clean steel, and then that's worth more money because you're then removing attachments, making the contamination less, therefore it's worth more money. Which is what happens to the old roll. So someone will buy that with a frag, put it all through, and at the end of it they'll have like very, very clean alley, which they can sell at like 1% attachments rather than like 5 or 6, what that is. But a frag plant, a lot of money, millions and millions and millions, and they're massively expensive to maintain and operate and everything. So you also need a very big site, which we don't have. If we had a big site, we'd buy a frag, but we don't. That is the dream. The dream is to have a frag.
I think we need to get Lee to weigh something in.
Lee's on the forklift there. Lee! 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 Oh, look, nice queue of vans. Look at that. How many have we got in the yard? We must have 12 vans in the queue. What we've noticed is the customers that are coming in the yard, right, there isn't like massive volumes of steel coming in. They're all saying that nobody's throwing stuff out at the moment. It's all gone very quiet on the streets, which is a shame. Again, we've got a full yard of vans. The non-ferrous shed is full again. There's people queuing up to get into the non-ferrous shed. There's a queue on the road outside, but the volume of scrap coming in has just dropped off a bit, which I think is just the sort of the way the country is at the moment. Everyone's just a bit quiet.
So we need to plead to people.
Pardon?
We need to plead to people to sort out their sheds.
Yeah, so get in your garden, get in your shed, anything old, off, including your nan.
Oh.
All right, nan, you're old, in the bin, bosh.
What's she worth a ton?
Depends. Is she full of titanium like Richard is? Might be worth a bit more. So alley or brass? Aluminium. Yeah.
I would have thought that was brass. If it was brass,
The easiest way to tell something isn't brass, because brass is a very dense, heavy metal. A tap, for example, that's that big, would weigh the same as what that would have weighed, but then a radiator like that should have been 5 or 6 kilos if it was made of brass, but it was like 1. So yeah, so basically, in here, this shed is where all of the money is made at Tre Metals. I know a lot of the emphasis has been put on talk about the steel, the 1 and 2 and the light iron, all that sort of stuff. But we had to do £2 million on kit to process that to earn 10, 15 quid a tonne. So we can earn the same money off 10% of the volume of weight in non-ferrous. Do you know what I mean? That's where the margin is on the items and the materials. But at the same time, if I'm buying off merchants, it's very small margin, and all of a sudden your turnover goes up, and you haven't earn loads of money out of one deal, but it's nice to get nice stuff in and get it out, and it's less work. So that's how it works at the moment. Mark. I got it right. So yeah, that's why when we are busy and there is like 20 vans outside waiting to get here, I like to have a few lads in here, a couple on the scales, a couple helping unload, and just making sure that what we're buying in is the same as what so it's almost like making sure there's no mistakes made in here. If there is a mistake made in here, it's costly. Whereas worst case outside, if somebody throws off a load of bricks into the light iron and it weighs a ton, it's 150 quid. If somebody weighs in, you know, brazery is heavy copper, there's like £1,000 a ton between it. So all of a sudden it's very easy to make big, expensive mistakes. Or if someone weighs in like a full bin of dry bright and just simply forgets to tear the bin off, so you're knocking 160 kilo off it, that's like £1,000. You have to be on the ball in here. This is the most important part of the yard, which is why it's so busy, basically. There's a lot going on. Right then, have you found something?
No.
There's nothing in
I've been that busy.
There's nothing. Oh, actually, do we have them forks for the front loader in here?
Yes. Right
Where?
See them there? On the pallet. Oh, pardon me. Sorry, William.
Where?
Harry, if you can't see them, right, you need
there?
to... Yeah.
Oh, they're tiny. That's for the front loader?
Yeah.
Oh.
I believe so.
All the comments, you should have used the forks. Everyone said that we were like itchy and scratchy, loading them motors onto the boxes.
It's very true, isn't it? They're not lying.
Oh.
It's very true, isn't it? Really. It's said to you, you haven't got the equipment to do it, Harry.
Well, we do.
But you've done it. So it doesn't matter who cares, you're paid for it, they're not.
Very true, all that. Beast of the 3945. Lee needs to get some graft and he's getting very tubby in the eye. I think that's been mean, I do. Body shaming.
Do you know what it is? Maybe he's muscled out of his brains and he's allowed to say them things.
Speaking of the devil. How are you, mate? You okay? Have you got me some nice fridge pot prices?
No.
Helen is every week she comments. Is it just me or does anything else? Does anyone else find those big machines sexy? If she's referring to me, then yes.
What, the big machines?
Yeah.
Oh.
What, your arms?
Yeah.
What, she fancies an Atlas?
She fancies Atlas stone on the shoulder. Office mackerel.
Office? What?
Hang on, this is a weird comment. Had a very strange dream the other night that you were all in the Olympics under Team Taroni with all the family, the staff, the equipment in display for the opening ceremony. It makes me wonder what a Scrapyard Olympics would look like. I have thought about Scrapyard Olympics.
No, stop. He has too much time on his hands.
We spent a lot of it asleep.
Who dreams
A
of...
Scrapyard Olympics would be good. I reckon we could like challenge Pews to like a... I'm thinking like a throw a basketball with a crane sort of thing. You could organise something like that. Adrian Newey from Matthew Toon. Adrian Newey, the second best physicist to come out of Repton after me, and I think he's correct.
Do you know who that is?
No.
Lee, do you know who that is?
What?
Adrian Newey.
Adrian Newey?
Yeah.
No. Why? Who is he?
He's the aerodynamicist and designed cars for Red Bull,
Isn't he?
Formula 1.
Is he still alive?
Yeah.
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 So he's got loads
He's
of money.
bald and he's 65.
Huh?
He's a Formula 1 engineer.
Is he?
He was a
Can
chief
you ask
technical
him, see if
officer
he'll
of
lend
Red
me a
Bull
tenner?
Racing F1.
And he's moving to Aston Martin.
But on the 7th of September 2024, he signed with Aston Martin. And this was the best comment from last week from Betty's Wallocks. Betty's Wallocks.
Sweaty.
Oh yeah, 7683. Man, you just wouldn't tire of punching out of Harry.
I think he likes you.
I think if he was in front of me, you know the reels you get where they go to punch the punching bag and end up trying to kiss it. That's what that is like. He lies in bed at night thinking about me. And that says more about him than it does about me, doesn't it?
I want to hit Harry hard
With my
with his maybe.
join the queue, mate. Welcome down, mate. I'm down here 6 days a week, 347 days a year.
What?
Oh, nice chair.
What are you doing now?
That's the outro chair.
This is the outro chair, Lee. Ooh! Don't forget, like, share, and subscribe. Drop a comment.
Especially if your name is Dave.
I think you fancy Dave. I do. You ain't shut up
I've
about
got
him.
to meet Dave. Got to.
think Lee's a bit. Are you queer for Dave?
think I'm in love with
LGBT?
Dave. No, easy going Dave as well.
That's how you like it, isn't it?
Easy going.
Well, you can make love to easy going Dave and sweaty
And
bollocks
you
to beat
can
me up.
get slapped by a by sweaty bollocks.
Yeah. Betty Swallows. Psh.
See, yeah?
What?
When you stood next to each other, be talking on them.
Big donking on them. Okay. Hello! Oh, dear, my chest.
Don't you shake your head at me. What was the comment?
But it's the first episode in 18 months that we haven't mentioned them.
Ah, so welcome back. It's the first episode in 18. No, last week was.
Yeah.
Oh, right, now I'm with you. Okay.
Don't
Okay.
say that.
Right,
Say,
I got you.
You need to talk
Okay.
about the Taurus. And
Right.
Say, only joking.
Repton.
Okay. So, yeah, Isaac Newton over here. Have I just said that we're checking it all?
No, you turned your mic off.
I didn't turn my mic off, Will. Your mic.
Yours.
So, if someone in the office says, oh, he's got old roll in his van, because sometimes